All right, ready to get triggered big time on today's episode of Past Trauma. We are making ice cream.
Yay!
If you're not familiar, we made a lot of ice cream back in the day, and this is actually kind of how it first started. Is that we would
Oh my
make
god, are we
home
making banana
batches.
ice cream?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold
Be like,
on.
whoa.
But
Okay,
in the spirit of
learning
learning
together.
together. I'm sure you know, like, what's the history of ice cream, or what historically are early in part the early history of ice
Mm-hmm.
cream. Do you know what
George
the
Washington?
way back
Oh,
before then?
I know George Washington liked ice
He
cream.
loved ice cream. So
Right, he had.
ancient beginnings in China,
Oh.
dating back to the 2nd century BC. Their early
BC?
their early history. That I guess there's early proof that the Chinese people would make a frozen mixture of milk and ice. It probably didn't taste that good, but they would eat that as kind of a treat.
Oh.
So I think in
Sad
lots
times.
of different places where there was ice, there was some type of frozen dessert,
Mm-hmm.
but it was not like ice cream as we saw today. So there's also, like, in early ancient Rome, um, ancient emperors like Nero was known to love frozen desserts, and
And other things.
yes, it was a mixture of ice with or snow with fruits and things like that, and then
Okay.
they would make it into kind of a treat. So that's like ancient history. But as we're thinking about ice cream the way that we think about ice cream, that was more popularized in the 16th to 17th century in France and Italy, and they had more like iterations of ice cream closer to what we see today.
Oh.
But in as it relates to American history, you're correct. The earliest recorded
Like
ice cream recipe was in 1744, so pre-America.
1776.
Yes,
So yeah.
yes. But as you mentioned, George Washington was known to have loved ice cream. So, like, that is a notable thing about him. So it's embedded in our history. And then the invention of the ice cream machine was in the 19th century, like a hand churn machine.
Okay.
And that was really what made it popular more to the masses. And then in the 20th century, it became more mass produced, and it became like what it is
today.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I bought that Amish machine?
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
the kind of machine that was invented?
Yes.
It was so loud. Oh, mine was electric.
Yes, but it was the same. It was hand cranked.
And you put like rock salt on the side.
Yes. So that was invented in 1843 by Nancy Johnson.
Oh,
Enterprising.
a woman.
Yes, a woman, an American inventor. The first ice cream factory was in Baltimore in 1851.
Oh.
So really early on.
Were they just like all sitting there hand? Oh no, there's electricity. Yeah.
Yeah. By then they were.
That sounds so dumb. Like, there was electricity.
It was probably just bigger batches, but the same process.
Okay.
So, and that's kind of the steps of what we'll go through today, which we are intimately familiar with.
Too familiar.
Yes. So the steps of making ice cream is first making a base.
Yes.
So we are going to make, I would like you to guess based off of, we're making a non-dairy ice cream, which is where
lactose intolerant, which we say every episode.
So yeah, I know. So you, based off of these ingredients, I think this is what will, you can
it's
like
just
take
like
a little
it's just like a
white
little
powder.
White powder. Oh,
what is it?
I mean, it smells like bananas, but why is it powdered?
It's banana pudding mix. So the ingredient we're gonna make like banana cream pie ice cream.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
So it's it brings back memories,
homage to
the past, but in a fun way.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're making our ice cream.
This is the ice cream here. I will figure out how to put a photo here. This is the ice cream we used to make.
Yes.
And it was banana based. It was bananas, a splash of coconut milk, and dates.
So we're making a slightly more decadent version of that.
So and an at-home version.
Yes. So
ooh.
Hannah, what ice cream is very scientific. What
Yes.
comprises of ice cream? What are the big components?
Solids, which would be fat, sugar. I mean, traditionally fat and sugar, but they're like modern brands that put like fiber and stuff. But fat, sugar, and then air.
Air. Yep. So those are like the big components, and you just basically need to have the right ratio of those three things to kind of make ice cream.
Yes.
So for our fat, we're using coconut cream. So it's just the top of a coconut milk. And then for a little more fat, I'm using dairy-free cream cheese.
Oh.
Yeah, just for a little bit more fat. For the sugar, I got coconut sugar.
Oh, okay.
As kind of an alternative. It might make it kind of brown. So we'll see.
Which, I mean, she's laughing because everything we make with natural sugars like dates and coconut, and it always makes everything really brown, which is unfortunately not always the most appetizing color.
Yeah.
Depends.
So
it's fine for chocolate.
I put in some non-dairy milk.
It smells really good.
Yes. And then just some of that banana pudding mix.
I was wondering what that was. I thought it was going to be, I mean, I guess there's stabilizers in pudding mix.
Yeah.
But I thought it was your stabilizer. And I was like, why is there
so much?
Like, we're going to be eating like paste.
So we're going to mix this because we want a smooth base. But I'm just incorporating all ingredients. I know. But when you churn it, it lightens up.
It's true.
We might
air.
Yeah. And so the final ingredient, we'll put in some
bananas. Wait.
So I'll just throw this in the blender.
Yeah.
So it has banana pudding mix. I found a recipe online, so we'll link it.
Okay. Well, we made our banana ice cream from real bananas. Sorry, I'll peel. Do you need both?
I think one is enough, and then
I'll just eat this one later.
No, we'll use it as inclusion.
Ooh, inclusion.
Okay, so Hannah, you can explain inclusions.
Oh, inclusions are, like when you have ice cream and they're like bits and pieces and swirls and gooey things in there or crunchy things. Those are, in the industry speak, inclusions.
So Ben and Jerry's really was the one that like went wild with inclusions and popularized inclusions. So let's blend this real quick.
Okay.
I'll do this over here.
Oh, the banana also lightened it up a lot. It smells good.
Yeah. One other thing I wanted to talk about was the difference between ice cream and gelato, because I think that's a common question that comes up. Do you remember what it is?
It's like the type of, it's the percentage of fat.
Yes.
Gelato's made with milk and not cream.
Yes. So
I know a lot.
Ice cream has more fat and then also has less air incorporated.
Oh,
so it's
that's true.
Churned slower and less overrun.
No, gelato has less air.
Yes.
Okay.
Gelato has less air and churns slower, and so it's, especially like if you get it at a gelato shop, it's so creamy, and it's also in like a gelato shop, it's served at a higher temperature, whereas ice cream, it's like you want that fluffiness and it's like super cold. So it's just a different style of frozen dessert.
That's true. And even at the market, like there are different brands that have different amounts of air in it, and then there's like the super premium like Haagen-Dazs, very little air. And then some other brands that put in a lot of air.
Yeah. So I think like as you think about the ice cream that you grew up with, some of the more family brands are
I loved thrifting when I was a kid.
Very airy. It's because they incorporate more air. So this is vintage at this point.
We're so old.
The ice cream maker that Hannah and I did our first prototypes.
I have pictures of it. I think I'll put up pictures.
Now they have all these fancy like Ninja Creamies and stuff, but this was the original. This is the Cuisinart frozen yogurt ice cream and sorbet maker. So how it works is you have this bowl and you freeze it overnight, so it takes some prep, and then we pour in the base.
Oh, that's totally enough.
Yeah.
You need like enough liquid volume in there, because if there's too little, like the way that these ice cream makers work, you won't get enough to make ice cream.
Yeah.
Like it'll just freeze against the sides of the bowl.
And then it has a paddle. I'm just still working. Beauty. Because this is noisy. While we do this, we'll make our inclusion or prep our inclusions.
Okay.
So for this, and basically when it's half churned or close to the end, we'll throw in our inclusions and just mix them in. So we're gonna do chopped. Oh, you know what? I forgot the vanilla.
Oh.
Let me just throw this in.
Yeah.
And throw it in while it's in there. We're gonna do banana and our grams.
Oh, it's like magnolia banana pudding.
All right, so this is gonna go, and then
This was such a delightful surprise. It's like memories, but not too traumatic.
Yes.
It's happening?
Yeah, it's happened.
Oh
So,
no! Oh my
yeah.
gosh!
Well, we don't. We can just just mix them in.
Okay.
Okay. Are you recording?
Yeah. Now I need to check again.
Sorry.
No, I don't know why I'm like this. Do you think I'm gonna be one of those old ladies who's like constantly checking if her stove is on?
It's better than not
like leaving it on,
Yeah.
which I have done.
Okay.
So, this looks great.
Yeah. So then we'll scrape the sides down, but we'll just throw it in here.
Oh yeah, inclusions.
Yeah.
Oh, explain what the inclusions are.
Oh, our grams. I
Yes.
just threw them in a bag and then used a little thing
Mallet.
to. Oop, that's a lot. So let's mix those. It's kind of a lot.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, more the better.
Yeah, it'll be a real Ben and Jerry's type of experience.
Oh yeah, once you mix it in, it's good.
Yeah.
And then I'll just slice up a couple pieces of banana.
Yum!
Is that enough banana?
I think so.
Okay.
This is enough ice cream for just 2 of us.
Yes, this is a little batch. Do you think it's frozen enough?
Put in the freezer?
Yeah.
I think so.
So I was gonna bring pints from the office, but I forgot. So this will have to do. This is a good amount.
Like the little pint container.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
We have a lot of old packaging, which we use for drinking cups. But so we would have used one of those, and it would have been really like old times.
Yeah.
We did used to hand pack those.
Yeah.
But then we graduated to a pneumatic filler, and then we graduated to a factory making it,
Yeah.
which that was the best.
So
And
this
worse.
is enough for. I mean,
The best ice cream is ice cream right off the line.
fresh.
Close second. Oh my god, this is so good.
Mm.
I mean, I love banana.
So good.
It's so good. We both have really sensitive teeth, so it's really hard for us to eat ice cream. Which now we can finally admit, I don't eat that much ice cream.
No, I don't either. I haven't had ice cream in a long time, months.
But we always used to have to talk about how much we love ice cream, and I do like ice cream, but not nearly as much as I said I did all those years. My teeth just hurt too much when I eat it. Really good. What was your favorite flavor we used to make?
Of just the plain ice cream?
Or the bars?
Well, the bars
Sold better.
Yeah, peanut, obviously.
Yeah.
But I liked the vanilla bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, just plain vanilla bars.
Which was our banana ice cream dipped in chocolate.
Yeah, and I think of the pints, probably vanilla. I mean, I like.
What about banana spice?
Well, that died a long time.
I know. R.I.P.
That was also my mom's favorite.
I liked blueberry.
Also
R.I.P.
died. I mean,
they're all dead. Okay, sorry. It's like
to eat them together. This is the combo. Our grams have never tasted better.
They taste great on their own.
They're so good with this.
They do make great inclusions.
We're gonna make a banana cream pie with our grams, right?
Yeah, that's on the list.
Yeah,
yeah.
This is so good.
I mean, I've made that a bunch of times.
Yeah, this is delicious.
I mean, it makes a really good graham cracker crust. That's why I
yeah.
put the recipe on the box, lady. And I'm here. Is ready.
It's out of the freezer. That was only like an hour.
Yeah.
So it's a small.
Ooh, it's firm.
Yeah, but I think it's still scoopable. No,
oh,
it's good.
super.
Wow.
Oh my god, this is so good.
Did you get a banana?
No, but I got
Graham.
But the flavor of the ice cream itself is really tasty.
Wow.
Wait, what's that YouTube video?
So good.
of that old grandpa who's like a professional ice cream taster,
Oh
and
yeah.
then like swirls it around, and he goes, "That's a 10."
I think the pudding mix
Mhm.
really does something. It's the
But honestly, it's stabilizer.
stabilizer, yeah.
Yeah. Any other final notes on ice cream? Oh, you didn't talk about ice cream factories. I don't know. Oh, I got a banana.
Ice cream factories?
How many have we visited over the years?
20?
At least, oh yeah, I was gonna say at least 10.
Yeah.
We've produced at least 10.
Mm-hmm.
Visited probably more.
Yeah.
That's enough said on that.
Okay. That's it. We don't
Yeah.
have a catchphrase.
Still, shoot.
I hope I will think of one.
No, I'm gonna probably just do like
An outro.
I meant also like, you know, like on news channels,
Mm-hmm.
we're chit chatting, but it's
Yeah.
silent and like or muted.
This is so good.
It's really good.